Welcome into the EFSC Sports Network. We're here at the Titan Fieldhouse where the Hillsborough Community College Hawks travel east to Melbourne to take on the Eastern Florida State College Titans. The Titans are one of the hottest teams in JUCO, winning 9 of their last 10, while the Hawks come in dropping 3 of their last 4 and 5 of their last 7. I'm Caden Schmidt, and alongside me today, my partner, Jake Stoop. And Jake, we got a new commitment for EFSC. Tell me a little about that.
Yes, sir, Caden. I'm excited to get into this one. But one of the great things about JUCO basketball is it gets you a lot of looks at the next level. One of the guys benefiting from that, Felipe Patino, freshman guard from the EFSC Titans. He committed to play for Penny Hardaway and the Memphis Tigers next year, averaging just over 10 points per game, but nearly 50% from downtown. That's a ridiculous number for a guy who's going to be shooting a lot of them next year, Caden.
Indeed, Jake. Felipe, not someone you want to leave open. And Hillsborough Community College has one of those as well. Austin White right now leads the entire country in JUCO in three-pointers made per game at 4.3. He's also first in the conference with three-point percentage at 50.7. So some shooters to look out for in this game. It's going to be an exciting one. And also, Jordan Osborne will be joining us later courtside with some interviews with head coach Thomas Gray. Eastern Florida State's coming into this one ranked 24th in the country with a 16-3 record and 5-1 conference record. While Hillsborough Community College comes in with a 10-8 record and a 2-4 conference record.
Yes, I'm excited to get into this one. And a little bit more on Austin White. You mentioned that he makes 4.3 per game, and I also like that you brought in the fact that he shoots over 50% from three. Shooting that many a game and shooting at that high of a clip is very impressive there for the freshman point guard. So I'm excited to see the Patino and the White matchup. We might get to see them guard each other, and I know both of them are going to be going at it today.
Yes, indeed. Great shooters. Both teams good three-point shooting teams. Eastern Florida State number 2 in the conference. In our projected starting 5, we got number 0, Chandler Watts, a freshman guard. Number 5, Corey Calker, a freshman guard as well. Number 12, who Jake just talked about, Felipe Patino, the Memphis commit, freshman guard in there as well. Number 13, Amandrek Erkins-Ford, a sophomore forward. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Titans, number 21, Freddie Salam Sila, a freshman forward. And that is a good starting lineup for this Eastern Florida State team, helping them to 16 wins. And for the Hillsborough Community College Hawks, number 4, Malik Banks, sophomore guard. Number 10, Chandler Davis, a freshman guard. Number 12, Austin White, the shooter, freshman guard as well. Number 15, Misael Cruz Rodriguez, freshman guard. And number 25, Nico Bavaro, rounding it out as a freshman guard as well. So we are about ready to tip off here in the Titan Fieldhouse.
Hillsborough led by Dominique Coleman, who actually won Athlete of the Year while he was at Hillsborough, 2002 Mr. Basketball. So an alum coming back trying to resurrect Hillsborough to the great team they once were.
Eastern Florida in white will be going left to right. This is Hillsborough Community College in the dark blue will be going right to left. Mondrake Erkins-Ford jumping. And will win the tip against Misael Cruz Rodriguez. We are underway here in the Titan Fieldhouse. Chandler Watts has it. There's Felipe Patino on the left wing. Under Mondrick, nice spin move, and we start off with a slam early, Jake.
The Hawks come out in a man-to-man, but they leave Amandre Erkins-Ford with an open route on the baseline. Nice spin move in there to get a throwdown on the first possession.
Erkins-Ford can do that. Team's leading scorer, averaging 16.6 points per game coming into this one. Kamani Sieber has the ball, trying to work on Chandler Watts. Sit over to Malik Banks. Great score for this Hillsborough team as well. There's Amandrek Erkins-Ford with the steal. Eastern Florida off to the races. Chandler Watts, nice right-handed finish on the left side.
Yes, sir, went up into the body of Kamani Sieber. Got into the shorter defender in the body, pushed him off, which gave him the route to put up that, like you said, right-handed layup on the left side of the basket.
A little elbow there from Misael Cruz Rodriguez. No call. Chandler Watts with the tip, saves it. Here goes Patino back to Chandler Watts. Watts finishes. He has 4 early points.
Chandler Watts averaging 8.5 points per game, offered from Fairfield and Manhattan. Just another one of these Titans players that's looking to make this happen at the next level as well.
Watts, the 6'5", 200-pound freshman from Claremont, Florida, started all 19 games. It's a 4.1 GPA, a true student athlete. As Malik Banks has it, gives it out to Austin White. Here's Hillsborough's shooter. It's Felipe Patino playing all the way out on him.
There it is, both shooters guarding each other,
We got a shot clock violation as Felipe Patino put the clamps on Austin White. Oops, still hit that shot there after the shot clock.
And I love that matchup right there. Both guards going at it. White, you said, the leading scorer for the Hillsborough squad, but Patino there winning that matchup.
Eastern Florida takes possession. Erkins Ford, same spin move again, finds Chandler Watts on a nice cut and a nice finish down low. He has 6 early points.
Again, he got inside, went up against the body and put that right by the basket. Although he only stands at 6'5", completely nullifies that with how high he gets.
Plays taller than his height says. 6'5". I wish I could be 6'5", Jake.
That would be awesome.
I'll sit here happily at 6 foot as Misael Cruz Rodriguez can't connect. Corey Calker passes it up. There's a foul down low. Freddie Salam Silla will head to the free throw line.
In the first 2.5 minutes of this game, you already see Eastern Florida on an 8-0 run. The way they've been doing it, they've attacked mismatches in the man-to-man defense. Interested to see if Dominique Coleman, the coach of the Hawks, is going to change that up, because so far it's not working and they're getting everything they want around the basket.
As Sila misses his first free throw. Checking in for the Hawks, we have number 3, Saeed Mobashe. Number 25, Nico Bavaro. Number 23, Zayn Humber.
We talked to Chandler Watts before the game, and he mentioned that essentially every player on this Titans team will go D1 next year. So far, they're showing out why they deserve those positions.
That 16-3 record is not for no reason, Jake. They also have a stifling defense come into this one, the second scoring defense, only allowing 62.5 points per game. Good enough for 11th in the country. Misael Cruz Rodriguez with a nice dish down low, but Zayn Humber cannot connect. Here comes Eastern Florida State, bounce pass up to Freddie Salam Silla. Nice attack on Cruz Rodriguez, good defense, hands up, gets the rebound.
Like you said, great defense. Rodriguez just holding his ground down there against the taller offensive player in Silla.
Sieber working on Calker. Nice crossover, three-point shot that rims out.
The Hawks just can't get inside, Caden, and it's keeping them from taking high percentage looks.
The Eastern Florida State defense has shown up today. Erkins Ford tries a tough baby hook. Will be the Hawks' ball.
I think Erkins Ford may have gotten away with the travel there. Good thing it didn't fall. Ball does not lie, and this one's going back the Hawks' way.
Jake, you mentioned the Hawks are having trouble getting it into the paint right now. What do they need to do to fix that problem?
I want to see some ball screens and see the guards actually attack the basket. They've been doing these little 3 dribble drives and pulling back, trying to get their defender off balance. Let's see someone just take it to the rack.
Misael Cruz Rodriguez trying to work on Patino.
Everybody's standing still, Caden.
I see that as well. Here's a nice floater attempt, a little too strong. Nice save. Number 23, Zayn Humber, is that one. We got a shot clock violation. On the floor, this Eastern Florida State defense came to play, no points in the first 4 minutes.
And that time he tried to get into the paint, but that's like the only paint touch they've had today, and it came off a helter-skelter play. But if I'm Patino, I'm really happy that shot clock went off, because if not, the ref would have had to make a decision between a block and a charge, which could have given them some shots to get on the board here.
Yes, but right now, holding them scoreless through the first media timeout is Eastern Florida State College. They're leading this one 9-0, thanks to 6 early points from Chandler Watts, who averages 8.4 on the season, so he's well on his way to his average. as Chandler Watts is a great player, had season highs in a 19-point, 10-rebound double-double versus Albany Technical earlier in the season.
Chandler Watts, all his points coming inside the paint, and that's what I really want to see the Hawks start to do, is just put your nose down, get inside. Don't worry about being undersized. Just get as high as you can, get close to the rim, and put it in. But Chandler Watts only shooting 15% from three, which means that every time he gets the ball, he's going to try to attack the basket. So if I'm coach, I don't know if I consider going zone, try to keep him out of the paint a little bit, shoot some threes, but overall I think changes need to be made on the other side.
Would be something interesting. It would be something interesting to see, because this Eastern Florida State team, Jake, coming into this one 10th in the conference in three-point percentage, shooting a tick under 33.3%. So that would be, at least on paper, a good game plan to try and slow down this Eastern Florida State team. As we are back underway, Corey Calker will bring it up, the 6', 180 sophomore guard.
Looks like they do come out in a zone, a matchup zone, 1-2-2.
See them scrambling around to the ball.
So immediate changes made to try to keep him out of the paint.
Watts still finds his way in there. He'll take a trip to the free throw line to shoot two.
So I love that adjustment. Although you've got the point guard, Chandler Watts, out there, he's usually been taken in from the outside, but instead Coach Thomas Gray expecting the switch to a zone, so they put him at the high post, feeding him the ball so he still gets an opportunity to get a paint touch.
Chandler Watts, 6 points, 57.8 free throw shooter. The first one is a little short.
Which normally you'd see one of the larger centers, 6'9", 6'10", at the high post, just running the block, trying to get a feed, work with the short corner. But instead, they put the guard there because they know he can catch the ball a lot lower, but also he can get to the basket a lot quicker, opening up three-point shots.
And guards also maybe have just that little bit more comfortability with dribbling the ball, handling the ball. Nice adjustment there
100%.
already from head coach Thomas Gray. They're leading 10-0. We're near 5 minutes in to this first half. And I'm Caden Schmidt. Alongside me is Jake Stoop. Monty Sieber tries to work inside. That one's thrown away by Zayn Humber. Eastern Florida State, this defense, man.
That time I think Humber got away with the walk as well, so makes sense that he threw it out of bounds. Just picked up that left pivot foot before he passed the ball. But overall, I think the refs allowing them to play a little bit when it comes to that.
Jake, something sticking out to me right now. If you compare the last two games that both these two teams played, Hillsborough's coming off a 95-84 loss versus Daytona State College, so a very high-scoring game compared to Eastern Florida State, as Silla tries a corner three, won't go, rebounded by the Hawks. But Eastern Florida State coming off a 62-52 win versus Miami-Dade College, so high-scoring game versus low-scoring game, and a low-scoring game is going to work in Eastern Florida State's favor. A nice attack from Sieber, rejected by Amandrek Erkins-Ford.
Yeah, that time the Hawks got in the paint, but to be met by Erkins-Ford, the 6'9", 215 forward, averaging nearly 2 blocks per game. Erkins-Ford been offered by App State, Tulsa, UTEP, so a lot of colleges seeing what he can do there when offensive try to score on him in the paint.
Those 1.8 blocks per game, good enough for 4th in the conference, as he shows it early. This Eastern Florida State team still not giving Hillsborough Community College any good looks at the hoop.
Stifling defense for sure.
Sile Cruz Rodriguez, foot on the line, short. Rebound, Corey Calker right before the shot clock goes off. Calker has it at the top of the key, looking for someone to pass to. Gets it back up top, drives left, drops it down low to Wesley Isoije. There's Freddie Salam Silla from the left wing, won't fall. So you got some new players on the court for Eastern Florida State. Joviel Acevedo Arroyo, 6'3", 180 redshirt freshman, as Kamani Sieber knocks down a left wing three-pointer.
Finally, some points on the board for the Hawks. That time they got out in transition and hit an open shooter on the left wing. That might be the only shot they have if they want to even the score. Force them to turnovers, getting out in transition.
Some nice swing around. Corey Kalker has another open look on the left wing. That one rims out as well. Eastern Florida State getting good looks right now, Jake. Hard to complain if you're head coach Thomas Gray that they're not falling right now. There's a nice pull-up from Humber. Won't go.
The Hawks definitely speeding up the tempo, which you said earlier that lower score definitely favors the Hawks, which is fascinating that they're trying to speed up the pace, although Eastern Florida's been playing better in the half court.
Here's a turnover. Austin White bringing it up. See if they try and run a set play for him, maybe try and get him some space for a good jumper. So this offense looks to get going. There's a nice fake spin back to a spin. Felipe Patino grabs it, hits the deck. He got a foul on the floor.
That time, Saeed Mobasher, the 11-point-per-game score, just got on the floor. Love that hustle there, but he got there just a little bit before Patino, throwing Patino to the floor. Honestly, I hate that that's a foul call, personally, because why would you hate on the hustle that is put on the floor just because someone's late? But overall, the Memphis boy getting fouled.
It also is just an awkward kind of play, diving for the ball. They are going for the ball, but that incidental contact can go either way.
Because that's what they teach you. In my limited basketball experience, one of the things we used to do in middle school practice is they would throw the ball out on the floor, two guys would go wrestle for it. So he's doing what he's been taught, but just gets not a reward for that one.
Yes, a big thing that I'm sure every single head coach preaches is win the 50-50 balls. So we got an offensive foul on Eastern Florida State. That was on number 1, Maruf Mamin.
That time looked like they were trying to draw up a play for Patino after the hustle where he got fouled, but that time just a moving screen. Turnovers like that can definitely break momentum. They haven't scored in the last couple minutes.
It's 10-3 ball game still. So we are just under 8 minutes in here to this first half. Cruz Rodriguez kicks it out to Malik Banks, who knocks down the triple from the left wing.
So it's crazy, Caden. When you move the ball, you get open shots. It's just
What a
crazy how that
dynamic.
works, and they've scored 6 since.
Banks at 12.6 points per game average. Appeared in 18 games, started 13 of them. There's Mumin, it won't go. Rebound Banks. Here comes the Hawks.
Hawks speeding up the tempo again, trying to get some open looks.
Banks looking to push it, slows it down wisely. Nothing was there. Kamani Sieber will reset the offense. Give it over to Misael Cruz Rodriguez.
It's crazy to think that all these guys are pretty much our age, man. It makes me wonder what I'm doing with my life.
There's a reason we're up here calling the game, Jake.
Yes, sir. I'm fine with it for sure, though.
I am also fine. That one wide left as there is a foul on that jumper. No, actually, we got a media timeout, under 12-minute media timeout. Eastern Florida State leading 10-6. Hillsborough Community College, Jake, making a little bit of a comeback here. Welcome back to the EFSC Sports Network. So we are underway, and there was a foul called on that jumper. So Malik Banks for Hillsborough Community College will head to the line to shoot 2. 83% free throw shooter, the sophomore guard from Bradentown, Florida.
That time he got bailed out. He actually hit the left side of the backboard on that jumper, but instead of foul below the basket was called, which, you know, when the clock stops, that's the best time to be able to score. You don't have to run any time off the clock to come back. And, you know, we saw a 10-0 run early, but so far the Hawks coming back at them with a 7-0 run of their own.
Listen, Banks, one of the last people on this Hillsborough team you want to send to the free throw line as he knocks down both. At 83% at the free throw line, good enough for 4th in the conference. Just a little hesitation there. Get up court by Calker.
I was a little worried at the beginning we would just see the Titans run away with it, but the Hawks settling in a little bit on the road.
Yes, and Eastern Florida State, a very good home team, 8-1 record at home. As Mumin fires from the corner and buries a triple.
Mumin shooting 50% from 3. I'm pretty sure that's only his 3rd three-pointer of the season. 2 for 3 so far for the forward.
Mumin, this is his 5th game played this season, only has appeared in 4, scored in 3 of them and 5 or more in 2 of them. Austin White looking for a little bit of space there. Now Misael Cruz Rodriguez working on Acevedo Arroyo. Blue ball underneath, we have a foul on the floor.
And we're a little bit far from the action, sitting up here in what most would call the crow's nest. But thank you to the referee for being really loud with that call so we could hear it.
Definitely heard it.
The whole jam can hear him.
We heard it through these headsets about as far as you can be from him. As Sieber has space in the corner, won't fall. That one's Eastern Florida ball.
A little bit more on Maruf Mumin, who hit that 3 on the last Eastern Florida State possession. He actually attended the NBA Academy in Senegal before high school. Guard for the Heat, Dwayne Wade, just a couple hours from here where he played for the Miami Heat, said that he was one of the best young prospects he had ever seen play. Cool to see him out here getting to call some action for him.
Jake, that's some of the highest props you can receive, especially from someone the caliber of Dwayne Wade's player. Nice spin move. Erkins forward, gets fouled underneath on the floor.
He definitely wasn't given the best statue in memorial of him, but his playing career definitely speaks for itself.
That statue is vile. Dwayne Wade's as checking in for Eastern Florida. Number 4, Yoav Botzer. Corey Calker will take his first break of the game.
First out-of-bounds play we've seen for Eastern Florida State.
Inbounded to Chandler Watts. They're trying to get it down to Erkins Ford. That is a tough pass to make from the top of the key.
That was the inbounder, Erkins Ford was, and immediately flashed to the middle. But good denial there from 23, Humber, doing a good job of getting in front of him, not letting him catch the pass.
Botzer trying to work on Austin White. Step back there, takes a screen from Erkins Ford, waltzing around and waltzing a layup in.
Doing a little dance over there, going left to right, LaMelo Ball style, putting in the finger roll floater from the right side off the glass.
Botzer checks in, gets 2 points on his first offensive possession. It is a 15-8 ball game. We are over 10-minute mark. Second half, or in the first half, excuse me, an offensive foul on Austin White.
I believe that was on Zion Humber.
Excuse me, yes it was.
Humber again called for that moving screen. So we saw it over on the Titan side, trying to open Patino up for a shot, who is checking in now, but this time the Hawks get burned for it.
Jovial Acevedo Arroyo will take a break for Eastern Florida, while Zayn Humber will take a break for Hillsborough Community College as Isaac Correa checks in for the Hawks.
Botzer bringing up the ball now. Played in the Israeli National League, visited Farley Dickinson, but chose to come here.
Salim Silla, they just left him wide open, Jake. He said, you cannot do that. Knocks down the triple. It's an 18-8 ball game.
Well, the Hawks did their homework. He only shoots 26% from 3, but that was one of the 4.
At this level, you just cannot leave people open like that. The shots will fall. Cruz Rodriguez been active with the ball here early. So that one's lost out of bounds by Malik Banks.
I thought the Hawks got away with, first off, a push-off on the drive and then the travel, but the Hawks lost it again. I mean, I've said this like 3 times now, but every time I think it's a turnover or a foul on the Hawks, they end up turning the ball over anyways.
Funny how that ends up working out.
Basketball has a way of equalizing itself somehow.
Yes, it does, especially in this game of runs. We got another offensive foul.
I believe that one was on 4. Botzer, again, moving screen, so trying to get in some action, some set action, but just moving too much on the screens.
Few offensive fouls now for both teams here in last couple possessions.
And for how fast these guys play, it's really hard to get set before the guard is coming through you. So when you try to move into them, the refs are going to blow that every time. But that's just an adjustment you've got to make from high school to JUCO.
They're showing that today, and it's fine with me as long as they stay consistent with the call. As Salam Silla gives it up to Chandler Watts. Tries a tough finish. Silla can't get the follow. Erkins Ford couldn't get the follow either. Hillsborough might have got away with one there.
They're just padding the rebound stats.
Way to look at it. As Correa falls over and gets up just in time. As Misael Cruz Rodriguez left his feet, had to get rid of it. Sieber working on Silla. Nice active hands, takes it away. Gives it up to Chandler Watts, who has a step, and he throws the hammer down.
Watts not needing a dribble to throw that one in. 2 steps and a yam.
And Watts, 12 minutes in already, topping his season average of 8.4 points per game. He's up to 9 here in this first half.
And that's all started by the defensive action from Silla, just getting involved, throwing him up the lob. 2 steps and a finish.
Well, Basher looking for someone to pass to. Silla swarming. Cruz Rodriguez kind of just throws it up there. Rebound Erkins Ford. Here comes Botzer. Takes the screen from Erkins Ford. Watts. Cruz Rodriguez sagging off.
He's not going to shoot it, I'm telling you, man. That was the opportunity after the dunk. He's feeling it, but instead trying to work it through his guys.
Erkins Ford goes right up, right out. Cruz Rodriguez gets the board. Like that move, though, there from Erkins Ford. Good pressure from Felipe Patino. That's a turnover for Hillsborough.
That's the second time we've said his name on defense. The first one, he ended up forcing a shot clock violation. That time, forcing a turnover.
So Jake Felipe Patino not showing that he's not just a shooter. He'll play on the defensive end as well. That's why he is committed to Memphis right now. But we will be right back after this media timeout.
Build a successful career with a bachelor's degree from Eastern Florida State College. You can choose from nearly 25 tracks in today's top job fields of business, healthcare, and computer technologies, with classes tailored to meet your needs on campus and online. A bright future awaits you with a bachelor's degree from Eastern Florida State College. To learn more, visit easternflorida.edu/go/bachelors.
Eastern Florida State College has a 2-year aerospace technology degree. We are the only school in the state of Florida that offers this degree. The program is taught by industry professionals. All of the instructors are currently employed or previously employed at NASA. The program manager was part of NASA for 35 years. So you're not getting just somebody that has a degree that's teaching you stuff about aerospace. You're learning from people that actually worked in the aerospace field or currently working in the aerospace field.
And welcome back into the EFSC Sports Network. And Jake, you noticed something while we were at break there.
Yeah, it was a 10-8 score after the 8-0 run from the Hawks, but college basketball is a game of runs. The Titans on a 10-0 run themselves, coming out 20-8. And the reason they've been doing it is they actually took a play from the Hawks playbook. They're getting out in transition, get some throwdowns, get some good looks, and drawing up great sets to get inside.
On the court right now for the Titans, number 5, Corey Kalker, who takes it to the lane. We got a foul on the floor, though. Joining him, number 0, Chandler Watts, number 12, Felipe Patino, number 21, Freddie Salam Sila, and number 2, Wesley Isoje. Isoje gets space. Kalker gets it back to him. That is a tough layup attempt underneath. Watts down there getting big. Isoje gets it. Silla gets it.
What are we doing?
Tipped away, and Hillsborough Community College gets away with one again, Jake.
4 tries, no points. That's the second time it's happened in the last 3 minutes of playing time.
Wow. On the court now for the Hawks, Kamani Sieber, number 2, number 15, Misael Cruz Rodriguez, number 12, the shooter, Austin White, number 3, Saeed Mo Basher, number 32, Isaac Correa. So you got about 6.5 minutes left in this first half. Cruz Rodriguez working on Kalker. For someone to give it to Mobasher now, going right at Silla. And goes and gets himself open in the corner. Nice there from O'Basher, but the shot won't fall.
Chandler Watts flies. I mean, that time just a one-handed right-hand rebound off the three-point attempt.
Calker goes in. Nice block down low. Cruz Rodriguez, here come the Hawks. Gives it back to Cruz Rodriguez. Extra pass. Austin Moy in the corner. It looked like you knew that one was going in as soon as it went up, Jake.
Great vision there by Sieber to notice the open shooter on the left wing. I actually wanted Rodriguez to put that one up, but instead, one more pass finds White, the leading scorer, getting involved.
Last person basically in the conference that you want to leave open on the three-point line. So we got a foul. Corey Calker tried to save that one.
And the referees definitely saved a fast break opportunity for the Hawks, which they were not happy about that. You got Austin White and Isaac Correa out there. Would have led a two-man break.
Checking in for the Hawks, Malik Banks, as Kamani Sieber gets a break. And Joviel Acevedo Arroyo checks in for Chandler Watts.
Right now, Chandler Watts, the leading scorer of this game, with 9 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal. He is 4 for 4 from the field as well.
We just got a loose ball foul there. Freddie Salam Silla. Malik Banks will bring it up for the Hawks.
That's only his first foul, so nothing to worry about there, but hate to have that after a free throw.
Look at Patino. Look how far out he's playing on Austin White. Knows that you do not want to give him space.
Certainly the definition of a 3-and-D guy. And going to Memphis, the place of the grit and grind, he might fit in well there, Caden.
Under a great coach in Penny Hardaway.
I love that you said that.
Someone that knows the game, Jake, would have been, in my opinion, one of the best point guards of all time if he had a healthy career. But
love to hear that.
Those are the what-ifs that get talked about once a year.
A lot of what-ifs in
players.
Penny Hardaway's tenure in Memphis, for sure.
Yes.
What if Amani Bates would have played the whole year in 2022? What if Mikey Williams wouldn't have shot at the back of a moving car? Like, all these what-ifs, but nothing to show for it in Memphis, man. It's a hard time being a fan.
And even James Wiseman there.
What if he wouldn't have gotten
ended
banned?
up playing a game, right?
No, he played 3 games.
Three games.
He was supposed to come back and play against USF, but decided to go to the draft instead. And it's fared well for the most part, but injuries just plagued him since he got in the league.
I thought he was going to be a great player. Calker gets it to Acevedo Arroyo. Working on Mo Basher. Nice drive and nice finish for Joviel Acevedo Arroyo's first points of the game.
Nice drive. He did a little L coming in from the left side of the free throw line, touched the right side of the line, and then went all the way to the basket. Good cut there. Great movement there on the lateral quickness.
Mo Basher has it now, trying to work on Acevedo Arroyo. Noticing a lot of same numbers here with 5 on the shot clock. Banks has to go quick. Working on Silla. This is great defense. That is a tough shot. I'm surprised it got that close, Jake. Great defense from Eastern Florida, and here they come. Silla to Calker in the corner. He travels.
And if they didn't call it travel, they could have called an out of bounds. I think his right ankle stepped on that sideline.
I thought that was the call at first from up here as Mondrek Erkins Ford checks back in for Wesley Isoje.
And it's so easy, Caden, to travel on those shots because you could have the 3, you fake it, and you try your best to get around the defender going baseline. Just get a little happy feet there. Calker with the turnover.
Indeed, the Banks bringing it up for the Hawks. We got a 22-13 game, just over 4 minutes left here in this first half.
Great crowd for the Titans here.
It's Cruz Rodriguez. That one's a little long, but Isaac Correa swoops in, gets the second chance points.
Correa only averaging 1.6 on the year. That time surpassed his average with a great rebound, box out, and a layup.
Salam Silla gets it down to Erkins Ford. He loves that spin move. Gets it out. Corey Calker wide open in the corner, won't fall. And Isaac Correa's called for a loose ball foul there. So saw a little push off under Imanjek Erkins Ford.
He's got the tough assignment of boxing out Erkins Ford. It's hard not to use your hands when you're boxing out somebody of that caliber.
As Erkins Ford, 6'9", 215, sophomore forward out of Chicago, Illinois. Started all 19 games for this Titans team. He's been a huge part, double-digit scorer in all of in every single game but his most recent game. Has 4 double-doubles on the season. Scored 20-plus in 3 of his last 6.
And I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, if you're just now tuning in, he's been offered by App State, Tulsa, and UTEP. The Chicago native has more offers than that, but he's going to have a list of schools he can choose from to go play for at the next level.
Listen, he is at the top of the rankings in a lot of the JUCO Region 8 categories in his conference. He is 3rd in points per game at 16.6, 5th in rebounds per game at 7.3. We mentioned 4th in blocks earlier, 1.8. He's also super efficient, 5th in field goal percentage at 61.1%. So someone that you cannot give good looks or he will hit consistently. We've seen him working down low already. Expect that to be a common trend as this game goes on. It's 22-15 right now. Eastern Florida State still has the lead, and on the court for the Titans, we got number 12, Felipe Patino, number 5, Corey Calker, number 13, Iman Drake Erkins-Ford, number 21, Freddie Salam Sila, and number 3, Joviel Acevedo Arroyo. So on the court for Hillsborough Community College, number 3, Saeed Mobasher, number 4, Malik Banks, number 15, Misael Cruz Rodriguez, number 12, Austin White, and number 32, Isaac Correa. It's a lineup I've seen a lot so far, Jake, for the Hawks.
And the 2 guys we targeted pregame, Austin White and Felipe Patino, both with only less than 3 points. So I'm interested to see how the coaches are going to get them more involved, as the offense typically runs through these 2 guys, and just not much action so far.
Erkins-Ford knocks down the first, a 73.4% free throw shooter. Lefty knocks down both. So it's 24-15. 3.5 minutes nearly left in this first half. Malik Banks has it. He's going to take the screen from Correa as the whole bench called it out. Heard it from all the way up here.
Eastern Florida still in a man-to-man, coming outside, extended from the 3-point line.
So it really overstepped that screen. Had Erkins-Ford there. That one fired off the rim.
That'll go down as a shot attempt.
It resets the shot clock. It's back up to that 20 as it's now down to 13.
I can say I've seen worse shot attempts from that spot in the court.
Malik Banks tries a tough step back 3. That won't fall. Tino grabs the rebound. Erkins-Ford posting up Correa. Nice cross-court pass. Arroyo can't get it to fall. Patino with another rebound.
Eastern Florida not shooting fantastic from the 3-point line.
Freddie Salam Sila with the up fake, spin move, driving, won't fall. Cruz Rodriguez on the glass. Hawks have a 3-on-3. Mobasher in the corner. Patino again with the rebound.
Patino's got 5 rebounds.
Salam Sila lobs it up to Erkins-Ford as there's a foul on Mobasher.
Yeah, Patino usually leading the break because he's getting down low, grabbing the board off the glass. 5 rebounds for the 6'4" guard, 190.
So Erkins-Ford heads to free throw line for his 3rd and 4th attempts.
Leading scorer for Hillsborough, Malik Banks, with 7 points. 0 for 1 from the field, but he's hit 4 free throws.
Now a big part of Hillsborough Community College's 10-8 start, Jake, they're missing some guys. Jeremiah Coleman averaged 14.8 points per game in the first 6 games for this team, but has not played since December 8th. Another player, Dominic Sasso Jr., averaged 4 points per game, appeared in 7 before not playing since December 16th. So some key pieces for Hillsborough Community College not playing, as well as Chandler Davis. Was not in the lineup tonight. Doesn't even look like he's traveled with the team. He has appeared in 18 games, started 16 of them, and he's the leading rebounder in the Region 8 conference. So that's a huge miss tonight for the Hawks as well.
Hate to see guys in the JUCO level getting injured, because this is where they can really make their mark and get those offers and looks from Division I, even Division II schools, but getting out right now really hurts them.
Jake, with the only 2 years, is that one's too strong for Malik Banks. JUCO's only 2 years, so if you miss a year, if you don't have that red shirt, it could really, really hurt. So we hope they're all okay. will be back soon as Botzer gets it to Acevedo Arroyo in the corner. Nice dribble drive out to Patino. Nice up fake. He has space. That one's short. Acevedo Arroyo on the glass.
Didn't go in, but it certainly looked good from the right wing. Beautiful shot fake, getting his defender in the air.
Erkins Ford. Nice M1 finish down low. He's flexing on him.
Shrugged his shoulders after that one, got the defender in the air, put it up, fade away from 10 feet out.
Erkins Ford up to 7 now. So he got going here late in this first half.
And he's been impressive so far. I think the only weakness that I've seen in his game is it's really uncomfortable for him to finish on the right side of the basket as a lefty. The only one we've seen, he went up and it just didn't look comfortable for him. So when he gets that lefty action, it certainly looks comfortable and it goes in most of the time.
He knocks down the free throw. Chandler Watts sub in for Felipe Patino. And I just mentioned Dominic Sasso Jr. has not played since December 16th. He just checked in, Jake, so good sign there getting him back for Hillsborough Community College. So he gets his first minutes of this matchup versus Eastern Florida State. Nico Bavaro gives it to Saeed Mobasher. Tries a spin move. Botzer's all over it and throws it away. That one's tipped away, tipped around. Ball is flopping around. Austin White has it on the wing. He knocks down a triple.
That time, instead of grabbing the ball, holding it, and let your offense set up, instead everybody trying to gather the ball by dribbling it off the court leads to a couple turnovers back and forth.
Just rushing it just a little bit too much. As we are at the 45-second mark, look at Dominic Sasso Jr. getting fired up near his bench for that defensive effort.
Only played 7 games this year, but they definitely love to have him just based on the energy we've seen reverberate from him in the minutes that he's played.
Already making his presence felt. As Mobasher brings it up. About a 14-second differential in the shot and game clock. That ball is still bouncing around everywhere. Austin White has it. Acevedo Arroyo. That is a tough crossover. Oh my goodness. Austin White from the top of the key knocks down his 3rd triple.
The freshman guard makes half of them this season at 50.7%. And it's not just off open looks. He can make it off the dribble too. That time the right-handed crossover, step back, went right in.
My goodness, Jake. Needs a slither of space. All Austin White needs. He did not have that much space there. A couple steps behind the three-point line. Does not matter for Austin White. He's up to 9 for the team lead for Hillsborough Community College, while Chandler Watts with 9 still has the team lead for Eastern Florida State College.
17 seconds left to go here in this first half. As you said, the Titans with a 7-point lead right now. I love that shot by the Hawks because it gives you an opportunity to get a defensive stop and maybe score another bucket. Maybe a 2-for-1 opportunity we could see Coach Dominique Coleman draw up.
And on the court for Hillsborough, Austin White still out there, number 12. Number 15, Misael Cruz Rodriguez. Number 25, Nico Bavaro. Number 14, Dominic Sasso. And number 3, Saeed Mobasher. On the court for the Titans, number 12, Felipe Patino checks back in with number 13, Amandrek Erkins Ford. Number 5, Corey Kalker. Number 0, Chandler Watts. Number 21, Freddie Salam Silla. So the shot clock's turned off, 15 seconds to go. Now down to 10. Kalker takes the screen from Erkins Ford. Has to survive a double team, gets it to Patino. Salam Silla fires a 3 from the right wing, and it falls. And we head to halftime. Eastern Florida has a 31-21 lead over Hillsborough Community College. Jake, what did you like from the Titans in that first half?
Man, from the Titans, well, I like that Silla's hitting 3 balls. I mean, he's only 26% from downtown on the year and hit 2 in that first half. Good to see that, you know, no matter what the action leads to, with crunch time, with only 5 seconds on the clock, anyone can hit a 3 from outside. That time got all nylon, Caden.
Listen, Eastern Florida playing well right now, Jake. What does Hillsborough Community College need to do to come back into this game down 10 at halftime?
I think for Hillsborough, they've got to push the ball in transition. Eastern Florida State is better at the half court. They've got to force turnovers and get to the rack.
And I think we're ready to send it down to our courtside reporter, Jordan Osborne, who's ready to interview head coach Thomas Gray.
Hey, Coach, big defensive game. How does your team continue to build off of the success coming out of the half?
Well, it's all about like this attention to detail guarding and obviously limiting them to one shot and not allowing turnovers to allow them to get easy shots like we just saw right there. There are two opportunities that we could have had to secure a loose ball. They end up winning the loose ball, and it turns into 6 points. So we've got to do a better job in just making them score against 5 people. When we get our defense set, we've been really good. But, obviously those last 2 possessions that they had, they were outnumbering us from an offensive defensive standpoint, and so they got clean looks. And so we just got to limit the clean looks that they're getting.
Chandler Watt had that explosive dunk earlier tonight. What was your reaction on the sideline to that?
Well, Chandler's just an explosive player, and that's what he brings. He brings that energy on both sides of the floor. So obviously we need him to continue to do that, not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end as well.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jordan. Head coach Thomas Gray wants some more on the defensive end, Jake. They held them to 21 points in that first half. High expectations from Thomas Gray, but hard to knock it.
They held them to 0 in the first 4 minutes. I mean, wanting to see more out of them is a pretty crazy thing to say, but again, college basketball is a game of runs, and right after their own 10-0 run, the Hawks went on an 8-0 run of their own. So the Hawks can score quickly, just trying to manage that as best as possible.
It's just about managing those runs, and you hope they're on your side. But real quick, before we go to our halftime break, I want to send a huge thank you to Full Sail University, the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting, and of course, Eastern Florida State College for allowing young broadcasters like me and Jake come out here and call these games. Very grateful for this opportunity. And of course, one of our course instructors, Christine Wynn, for giving us this opportunity to come out here. Very grateful for these opportunities. Try and perfect our skills as young broadcasters.
This pace of ball is definitely faster than anything we've been used to, even calling D2 balls. So love to see the high flyers here on the court today.
Well, for Jake Stoop, I'm Caden Schmidt. This is the EFSC Sports Network. Do not go anywhere, as we will be back for an exciting second half.
Eastern Florida State College dance team.
My name is Haley Overdorf, and I'm a Citizen Scholar. My major is elementary education. My freshman year of college, I started volunteering in all the elementary schools. In our education classes, our professors tell us a lot about the service learning, and we actually have to get hours for class. I do my volunteer hours through Brevard Public Schools, and I spend a lot of my time at Endeavor Elementary, which is in Cocoa. I love to help the kids. I've always loved to be around kids, and seeing them excited to have me there and seeing how much they've grown, it's really made a big impact on me and definitely has made me realize that I do want to be a teacher for sure. The importance of volunteering is really making an impact on others' lives. A lot of the students that I volunteer with, I can see a big impact on their learning. So it's really cool to see them grow. The volunteering now is going to help me because I've gained the experience of being in the classroom. So I feel like I have a good understanding of how to help the kids better and better classroom management skills for the future. I've talked to some people that they're actually interested in volunteering in the schools now because I've told them about my experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Melbourne, Florida. We're on the campus of Eastern Florida State taking on Hillsborough Community College. I'm Jake Stoop alongside Caden Schmidt. We've had a back and forth first half. Caden, what are you seeing out there?
Well, big thing that just jumped out to me, Hillsborough Community College came out a whole 4 minutes earlier than Eastern Florida State College in these second half warm-ups. And it's got to be because they only have 21 points on the board. Head coach Dominique Coleman cannot be too happy with that performance. 21 points and a half just is not going to cut it. And Dominique Coleman, head coach, what a list of accomplishments he has. 2002 Florida Mr. Basketball, was JUCO's nation's leading scorer and the HCC Athlete of the Year at Hillsborough Community College in 2004 and 05. And then went on to University of Colorado men's basketball, 06-07 team MVP. Then he went to the G League where he was the 08-09 G League steals leader while also a champion. But to his coaching degree, this is his first season as the Hawks head coach. He was an assistant coach last year, Jake.
You've got to think if he only takes 2 minutes in the halftime to talk to his team, there's got to be a purpose for it. As you said, out here putting up 3 balls, coming out before this second half. So hopefully we'll see a little more offense. Both these teams average over 80 a game.
Yes, and right now neither even close to on the pace for 80. We're underway.
The Hawks moving left to right. Titans moving right to left on your screen. Rodriguez outside, working on Silla. Great man-to-man pressure defense right now for the Titans.
Not letting them get anywhere close to the hoop right now.
Off the screen, Sieber bounced it off the knee of Watts. This one stays on the end.
8 on the shot clock here, Jake. Want to see what they draw up on this inbound play.
Inbound to Correa. Back to Sieber, driving in on Watts. 15-foot pull-up, no good.
Watts showing off that athleticism, jumping back in to contest that shot.
Calker feeds Erkins Ford, now back out to Silla, trying to get some Erkins Ford action on the baseline. Goes up, left-handed hook shot. Yes, sir, that's pretty.
What a beautiful move. Couple fakes, couple spins, Erkins Ford. Double digits points for him.
Just toying with the defense there. 2 spin moves, put it up with the left.
That type of footwork gets you to the next level.
Sieber hits Banks. Banks is the leading scorer so far for the Hawks in the first half, just behind Austin White. Rodriguez now dribbles into a double team, trying to get through it to no avail. We're going back the other way. That's Silla now left wing. Patino back to Silla. Great transition defense there from the Hawks.
Yes, they did a great job getting back. Eastern Florida had numbers there for a second. Hillsborough didn't let it happen.
Calker left hand, just off.
Nice defense by Cyber there.
Rodriguez now finding Banks. Left side just stepped out for Sieber. Another turnover here.
Jake, that's what you were mentioning in that first half. You know, you have that space to maybe take the shot. Also could get a dribble drive there on a bad closeout and just move the feet a little too much, stepping out of bounds.
For Dominique Coleman, that's likely what he told them not to do. You've got to take the open looks, forget the pump fakes. You need some points to get back into this one.
They're the second in the conference in three-point percentage heading into this one, 38.8% as a team.
Patino finding Acevedo Arroyo. The move and fadeaway jumper falls.
That's a great job by Acevedo Arroyo to get to his spot, rise up. Nice little 10-footer.
Eastern Florida still in a man-to-man with a 14-point lead here, just 2 minutes into the second half. Sieber now with the screen from Correa. He's trapped in the corner, finds Rodriguez. That's Banks' top of the key 3, just off. Austin White can't leave him open. That time he missed just to the right.
Felipe Patino got out there at the last second to make that shot a little tougher.
Calker finds Patino, still can't find his shot. That's Erkins Ford for 3, just off.
Almost like that one wanted to go in there, bouncing around the rim for a second.
He was asking for it. Sieber finds Austin White, makes Patino miss, puts up the 3. Again, no good.
I don't believe my eyes. Did he just miss 2 shots in a row?
I think so. That doesn't happen very often. Patino finds Acevedo Arroyo. He's got to get out of the paint. Does just in time.
I like this thought process there on that fake pass. Players usually bite.
Silla driving. Oh, wanted to throw it down. Smart foul there from Kamani Sieber.
Jake, he was ready to rise up.
I was ready for that one, man.
Yeah, I can tell. You kind of sat up a little bit there.
The anticipation was too much, but now he sends Silla to the line. Silla's hit 2 threes today, 7 total points.
Silla started out this season very well, had 5 double-doubles, and 3 of them coming in the week where he was the NGCAA D1 Player of the Week, November 6th through November 12th.
Knocks down the first from the charity stripe. Second one on the way. That falls, so give him 2. Freddie Salam Silla up to 9.
6'8", 210-pound freshman plays a huge part for this Eastern Florida State team.
Malik Banks working on Patino right wing. Austin White off the Correa screen, just nothing going there. Double C all over him. Mo Basher, step back jumper, just short. Gets his own rebound, trying to find the soft spot of the defense. Austin White, bounce pass to Correa, just a little too much on the quick slant.
See head coach Dominique Coleman on the sideline telling him to get that one in the air. Floated over the defense on that pass.
Austin White can shoot it, but he definitely can control the floor well too. Erkins Ford inside, tries to spin baseline. Thought about it too much, didn't put the ball on the floor. That's a travel.
Refs have been calling a lot of travels in this game.
I mean, it definitely gives the offensive players so much of an advantage if they get away with the travel before putting the ball on the floor.
100%. It's calls you have to make.
Hawks trying to work a dribble drive in here. Good hands by Erkins Ford, tips it outside on the baseline. Hawks ball. We've hit our first media timeout of the second half. Your Titans with a 16-point lead, 4 minutes in.
Build a successful career with a bachelor's degree from Eastern Florida State College. You can choose from nearly 25 tracks in today's top job fields of business, healthcare, and computer technologies, with classes tailored to meet your needs on campus and online. A bright future awaits you with a bachelor's degree from Eastern Florida State College. To learn more, visit easternflorida.edu/go/bachelors.
Welcome back in. If you're just now joining us, I'm Jake Stoop alongside Caden Schmidt. We're in Melbourne, Florida. So far this half, the Titans on a 6-0 run.
Yes, they are. And it's funny because Hillsborough Community College came out to get those extra shots, and right now it's Eastern Florida State that's getting the shots to fall. So I don't imagine this will stick for long, but it's very similar to that first half as we're 5 minutes in and they haven't scored. 4 minutes in, excuse me.
There was a 15 on the clock, so it's deceptive. It looks like it could be 5.
It was 15-5-5, a lot of 5s.
Austin White off the screen, lost it for a second. Banks collects, puts in the 10-foot floater.
Thanks, nice job there to just slow up before you get in with the trees. Finish the floater up to 9 points.
Acevedo Arroyo looking for the lob. Just a misconnection there for Erkins Ford.
Almost like kind of threw that one in the wrong spot. Definitely some sort of miscommunication there.
Mo Basher feeds. Banks trying to feed it inside. Nobody open. Rodriguez now. White's at the top of the key. White working on Silla. Correa, Mo Basher now. Good bounce pass to Correa. in the face of the defender.
It's a great job of getting a little foot through that double team to get space for that bounce pass. Mo Basher with a nice feed.
The possession looked like it was going nowhere until the great bounce pass. Erkins Ford now trying to get to that left hand, couldn't do it. Turnover by Acevedo Arroyo. Hawks in transition. Great transition defense there from Eastern Florida State.
It's been the whole game. They're just not letting Hillsborough Community College get any good looks right now.
Austin White working on Patino, gets around him. Right-handed layup, just off.
Smart attempt there from White to go up wide, just barely couldn't get it to fall.
Erkins Ford ISO on the baseline. Trap comes. Patino finding Botzer. Silla right wing three. That's his third of the day.
Freddie Salam Sila is feeling it right now, Jake. Do not leave him open.
Banks got some room, goes up in Erkins Ford's face. That's rejected. Erkins Ford again on the other end, puts it up and one. Erkins Ford blocks one on one end, finishes the and one on the other.
Got to start at that defensive end, Jake. Amandrick Erkins Ford straight up on the tough attack, just ate the contact right to his chest and then runs the floor and gets rewarded on the other end with a chance for more at the free throw line.
Amandrick Erkins Ford with 12 now, the leading scorer for this team, showing out tonight.
Another shooter just checked into the game, Gavin Murphy, second right now in Region 8, and three-point percentage at 48.7%.
Free throw goes, and now checking in for Erkins Ford. Give him a break. F.A. Thomas played in the ABA and the EuroLeague as part of the KK Partizan. Former LaSalle Explorers forward.
Jake, he was the first Turkish player to play at a high-level Serbia club. He is a nice accolades.
Austin White, 12 on 12, right hand off the glass, that's in.
Good job from Austin White getting his body into Patino there to give himself some space on the layup.
Back and forth offense, this is kind of what we expected pregame.
Hillsborough's gonna need some stops.
Patino for three, he got fouled, no call, still knocks it in.
Some 12-on-12 crime on both sides of the floor.
There we go, back and forth action from Melbourne. Rodriguez working on Watts. Left side, right hand, count it, and the foul. Rodriguez going to the line.
Rodriguez doing good old-fashioned slow step there, get the defender in the air and kind of just fall away. Gets it to fall to the free throw line for one more.
Looking a little bit like Luka Doncic there, taking some slow steps, heavy steps that is, puts it up. And this is what we thought, again, we'd see pregame. But just a quiet first half from both teams offensively. Completes the N1 opportunity.
They're definitely starting to get it going here in the second half, though, Jake. Eastern Florida State already 15 points in the second half. Hillsborough a little slower, 9 so far.
Patino off the screen. Calker, he finds 30. That's Murphy just off.
Someone you don't want to leave open if you're Hillsborough. They get away with one there.
Mo Basher finds Banks left wing. Oh, yeah.
And that's someone you don't want to leave open on the other side if you're Eastern Florida State. Banks makes him pay. He's up to 10 now.
13-point deficit for Hillsborough Community College.
So far, been a battle of the bigs of Eastern Florida State versus the battle of the guards.
Corey Calker for three, just off the right side. Now Mo Basher in transition, had numbers, not anymore. Austin White driving in on Patino, just off. Calker up to Watts.
White looked like he kind of rushed that one there.
Chandler Watts finds Corey Calker, drives in, three, that's Gavin Murphy, just short. Great rebound, threw a fastball back into Watts.
That thing zipped. I feel like that might have hit him in the face. I hope he got his hand up to stop that because I heard that connection from up here with our headphones on.
Whew. I thought we were calling some baseball there for a second. I mean, that was a 90-mile-an-hour basketball to Watts. Good thing he got his hands on her. Like you said, there'd be some blood on the floor.
Almost that time of year, maybe a baseball background, having his hands ready. Man, that thing zipped.
And more on F.A. Tamaz, who almost took off Watts' head. Again, played in the A-10, played 3 games, the Turkish forward, and also competed in the junior NBA similar to Maruf Mumine.
Did not appear in last game versus Miami-Dade in that 62-52 win for Eastern Florida State. So good to see him back in the lineup tonight.
And it's definitely interesting to see guys from all different walks of life, guys from overseas, guys who were underlooked coming out of high school, and even the guys who did get those D1 opportunities but just didn't get the ball as much as they thought they would, had some injuries, so they're coming back to play at the JUCO level. Good melting pot of all different talents and backgrounds.
And you mentioned those backgrounds. This Eastern Florida State team has players from 8 different countries, including America. I mean, that is a next level of diversity for a team with 15 players. That's over half of their players are from different countries.
They may not all speak the same language, but they all speak the basketball language. Number 24 in the country right now in the national NJCAA ranking. They were as high as 16 a couple weeks ago, but have backed off, and overall, a great start for them.
And I mentioned in the opening there, they've won 9 of their last 10. Their only loss came to the number 4 ranked Daytona State College team. They took them to overtime. So this Eastern Florida State team is serious. Obviously, 16-3 record helps that, but they're 8-1 record at home as well.
Hawks now coming back. Taking it up is Saeed Mobasher. Newest check-in is Nico Bavaro. Banks finds Humber. Humber off the back screen. Layup no good with the right hand. Banks get his own board. Left wing 3, just off.
Humber with some great effort right now. Once it down low.
They're flying to the glass.
Yes, and good foul there by Gavin Murphy. Did not want to be in that post up. Just got the foul on the floor. He can go match up.
He is 6 inches shorter than Zion Humber, the man he was guarding, as he checks out. Newest check-ins here for the Titans. Incoming back is Amandrake, Erkins Ford, and also number 21, Freddie Salam Silla.
Both leading scorers for the Titans back into the game.
Off the inbounds, Malik Banks finds Humber at the elbow, drives in on Erkins Ford. Open shooter on the right wing. That's Bavaro. Count it. First points here.
Nico Bavaro, that one went straight into the hoop. Nice looking form there from the 6'3" freshman.
Coach Thomas Gray drawing up a set here.
Dominique Coleman has his players in a 2-3 zone here.
Zillow looking for his 4th, just off on that one. Mobasher pushing with numbers.
Those are going to be the shots that are open for the Titans if they stick in this 2-3 zone.
Bavaro in the corner now is Banks. Tried to go past Watts, and that's not going to happen.
He is uber athletic and knows how to use.
Banks right-hand floater, just short, but the ball goes in off the Rodriguez hustle. They'll give him that 2 points.
Kind of looked like Salam Silla tipped it into Cruz Rodriguez's hand there, and just lucky bounce falls in.
And that's one of those that Rodriguez is going to be thankful for. 2 points to his name when he wasn't the main catalyst on that tip-in. Watts, high post, short corner, just off on the shot, but Erkins Ford going to the line.
Hawks cut it to 8 points here halfway through this second half, but Erkins Ford heading to the free throw line for some more free throws.
Zion Humber is called for the foul. That's his 2nd, the 3rd team foul of the half, just 10 minutes in. Double E, first free throw falls in. He's 3 for 4 from the line now.
Erkins Ford having his usual night, averaging 16.6 points per game, but as of recent, in the last 6 games, he's been averaging 19.5, so he's really increased his scoring in these last few games.
is good on the pair. So now the Titans up 10 with 10 left. Guevaro, dribble drive action here. Banks working on Acevedo Arroyo. And there's a moving screen call. Eastern Florida State likes that one.
Their whole bench jumped up as soon as they saw the referee make that motion.
They got louder for that one than they did for the dunk.
Yeah, I feel like they expect that out of Chandler Watts.
It's like, oh yeah, there's another dunk.
It's just casual for him. We could do that on an 8-foot hoop.
Really?
Maybe.
Erkins Ford, Acevedo Arroyo, right corner. Dribble drive goes in. Oh, what a shot. Right hand, left side, flexing on the defenders.
As he should. Navigating his way through 3 defenders, looking for any space down low. Nice finish from Joviel Acevedo Arroyo.
Haven't seen anyone cut through traffic like that since I got to Florida. Correa, right-handed floater, no good. Erkins Ford going the other way.
I need to go where you drive if you don't see people cut through traffic like that.
Watts got some space, finger roll just short. Rebound Correa.
I don't look like he took a shot to the face there. Looking back at the ref, I don't know.
Malik Banks now, double C, playing great defense on him. Just no movement here for the offense.
No, it's real stationary.
Guevaro on Watts, got past him, lost the ball, and he steps on the line. Another turnover for Hillsborough.
Austin White checking back into the game. This Hillsborough team needs some offense right now. They got to try and get him some open looks. I don't know if that's set plays. I don't know if that's him coming off-ball screens, but the way he shot it in the first half, Malik Banks as well, you got to find a way to get them open looks. And it looks like Hillsborough still in this 2-3 zone.
Felipe Patino checks in for Joviel Acevedo Arroyo.
Actually just switched it to man as soon as I said that.
They heard you. Corey Calker working on Banks now. Off some action. Felipe Patino drives in, right-handed layup, got fouled. Austin Watts, the catalyst.
And that's the exact action that Hillsborough needs to run on the other end for Austin White. Just great screen up top.
Make that Austin White correction there. So now Patino going to the line where he is 65%. So shoots well from downtown, but not so well from the tripe.
It's rare that you have someone shoot that well from the three-point line and only shooting 65%.
So now a 13-point lead for the Titans. If you're just now joining us, it's been a game of runs. Started out on a 10-0 run for the Titans. Hillsborough followed it up with an 8-0 run of their own, and since then, it's been back and forth. Both teams well under their averages in points per game scoring.
Yeah, not even close right now. Both are right about at that 84 points per game margin. It'd take a lot for Eastern Florida State to get there, and it would take a lot more.
Misael Cruz blocked by Erkins Ford. And that sends us to our 8-minute media timeout. The Titans up a 2-touchdown lead here from Melbourne.
Like what I'm seeing right now out of Eastern Florida State, especially on this defensive end. They came in the 11th in the country in points allowed per game at 62.5, and that's almost in half right now with Hillsborough Community College at 38. Obviously still 8 minutes left to go, but I still kind of find it a little hard to believe Thomas Gray was talking about the defense there at that first half interview from our courtside reporter, Jordan Osborne.
And Caden, if you're coach Dominique Coleman, it's your first year as head coach for the squad, what are you telling your guys here down 14?
Well, right now it starts on defense. You need scores, but you can't let them get too much up higher in the point total or the comeback becomes impossible at that point. So it starts on the defense, and if you could turn that good defense into good offense, they have a great chance at coming back. And when they get in those half-court sets, I want to see some off-ball actions for Malik Banks, for Austin White. Try and get them some space on the three-point line, because Eastern Florida right now is doing a great job at running them off.
I like that you mentioned Austin White's name. He had 3 threes at the end of that first half. No points in this second half. Thought we'd see more of him coming out of the break.
Listen, that's what he does. He shoots threes. He's hit 2 or more threes in all 18 games he's played in, hit 3 or more in the last 12. We can make that 13 now with 3 today, but I don't expect that to stop. But he's taken, what, 2 here in the second half? Missed them both?
Missed them both, not even on the floor now.
I don't get him more looks.
Looking very defeated over there on that Hillsborough sideline. Let's get back to action here for Melbourne. Correa working on Erkins forward now.
His active hands are something else, Jake.
Kamani Siebert didn't notice the shot clock. The referee pats his head. We're going the other way.
That long break coming out of that timeout, just shot clock slipped his mind. That can't happen when you're on the court.
And I wasn't hearing anybody count it down. It honestly shocked me to see that we were already hitting that 0.
Just in the women's game earlier, every single time it got low, the bench would call it out for their team. So
Erkins forward, top of the key. Calker hits Silla. Thought he would take it, he didn't. Calker sizing up Banks. Erkins forward, pump fake, goes up with the left, blocked by Correa. Great hands.
Great recovery from Correa. I thought Erkins forward might have had a step there. Correa said no, no, no.
Sieber rejects the screen from Correa. Bounce pass feed, nothing there. Chandler Watts, throw down, assisted by Corey Calker.
It's too casual for him, Jake. That's too casual.
2-on-1 fast break. You might as well count that as a dunk every single time. Good job by Calker to find the open man.
We were talking to him before the game. You could tell he has a spontaneous energy to him.
Banks feeds Correa. Not that time, rattles off.
Right now it's showing on the court, Jake.
And now the Titans with no urgency, trying to slow down the pace, up 16. Corey Calker finds Erkins forward. Double team comes and they call a foul on Malik Banks.
Banks came in there with a nice double team. Got a double team Erkins forward at this point, playing very well down low. Isaac Correa's done a great job, but with a talent like Erkins forward, there's only so much you can do.
That's the 6th team foul on the defense. One more and we'll see a 1-and-1. Although they are down 16, it's good they're already at that mark. The Hawks able to send them to the line if they want to stop the clock. Silla off the inbounds, goes up, rejected by the backboard.
And Jake, that's something that Hillsborough can just not allow to happen. That should have been an easy layup for Freddie Salem-Silla, but a great recovery from Hillsborough, but you just cannot let him get that open on a baseline out of bounds.
And to follow it up with a foul, just frustration after the miss. Kamani Sieber, screen from Humber, drives in, right hand off the glass. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. Foul on number 5, Corey Calker. No points today. That's his first foul. But what he hasn't done in the points category, he's done in everywhere else. Commanded the floor. He's been a great floor general for the Titans. First one drops.
Kamani Sieber is someone, he's appeared in 18 games, started 14 for this Hillsborough team, but it's only started 1 of the last 5 games. So new role has him coming off the bench, but he's still coming in, giving this team some effort. I've seen him all over this game.
Sieber splits the pair, rebounded by Rodriguez. Another stop in the clock, another trip to the line. Hawks with 2 more coming.
Just what I was going to say too, Jake. Hillsborough cannot complain with that. Chance for 2 more points and the clock stop. Sieber is someone who does it all for this Hawks team. He's 2nd in Region 8 in assists per game at 5.4. And has gotten a triple-double this year. 10 point, 13 assists, 10 rebound triple-double versus DME Academy.
2 points left on the board and 2 trips. Both Hawks split the pair. Calker drive in, got a little handsy there. Stolen by Mobasher in transition. That's Sieber left hand, foul late. That goes on Watts, so another trip for the Hawks.
Watts can't believe it, went straight over to the ref. Come on, man, that was not a foul. Walked away calmly. Just could not believe the call on that one.
Chandler Watts with offers from Fairfield and Manhattan. In high school, played with Kansas forward Rakis Passmore at Combined High School. Definitely used to playing with a lot of talent.
Listen, here in Eastern Florida State, that's what they do. They produce talent, one of the hotbeds for D1 basketball teams across the country. Fans getting into it, rattling the stands.
Checking out is Correa for the Hawks and Watts for the Titans. That time they do get the rebound. Just under 6 left to go, 14-point lead for the Titans.
I've been very impressed with Corey Calker this game. He's been very calm with the ball in his hands.
Drives in, right hand reverse, just shy, rebounded to the Hawks. Rodriguez finds Banks. Kamani Sieber working on Patino. Banks now trying to feed Mo Basher in the corner, stolen by Silla. We got a break now. Number 11 driving up, fouled on the shot. That's Nate King. First time we've called his name today.
And he's only appeared in 7 games this year, so we can make it 8 now, but he scored in 4 of them, grabbed at least 1 rebound in 6 of them. So when he gets on the court, he tries to make his presence felt, and I like that strong attack from him there.
Nate King has not attempted a free throw this year.
King, a local kid out of Melbourne, Florida.
Got his first. That's 100%, Caden.
He doesn't miss. What the VAR ball say?
Now he's going to miss. Now you said that.
Yeah, you're right. Crap.
Do you believe in the announcer's jinx?
I've done it before on accident. Wasn't proud when it happened, so hopefully we unjinx the jinx.
And because of you, he misses that one.
I'm so sorry, Nate. I'm so sorry.
Nate King will apologize after. Banks working on Silla. Drive in, right-handed floater. Another foul. That time it's King.
Kamani Sieber very aggressive right now. Just dribble, driving, getting these fouls. Hillsborough's stopping the clock, but you need a lot here. 15 points under 5 minutes.
Now, when the announcers jinx, they usually blame it on the commentators, but when the announcers talk good about somebody and they end up following through, they don't give praise to the commentators. We just get the bulk of it when we mess up. Doesn't make any sense. It's such a double standard.
It's a very good point. It's a very good point.
Sieber knocked down the first, misses the second. From here, it looked like it was out on Humber, but it's staying with the Hawks.
Referee disagrees, does have that better vantage point, though.
Checking in is Rodriguez, subbing in for Humber.
Jake, I'm seeing a nice collection of shoes on the court right now. A lot of colors.
I agree. Rodriguez now, corner that got away with the travel. Goes up, blocked! Oh my goodness! Wesley Izzo swatted that one off the backboard.
I thought that was just an easy layup, and then J comes out of nowhere and pins it off the glass. The bench still can't believe it.
I think he's a little angry he hasn't played today. I mean, he knocked that one off the backboard, caught everybody off guard.
My goodness, he went up and got that one. J's appeared in 18 games, played over 10 minutes in 15 of them, scored in all of them but 1. He makes his presence felt when he's out there.
Thoughts are on the 1-and-1. Completes the first.
Botzer also appeared in 18 games this season, played over 10 minutes in all but 3.
Splits the pair. Still up 15, though, as another foul is called, and that is the 9th foul on the home team. 1-and-1 coming.
I mean, Hillsborough's getting exactly what they want on the offensive end. It feels like every single time, Jake. Getting fouled, chance to go to the free throw line. They came in this one, #1 free throw shooting team in the conference at 73.4% as a team. So if they can string together some stops and keep getting to the line like this, they definitely have a chance, but they got to convert when they get there.
That one toilet bowled and fell out. The Hawks have missed 5 out of their last 9 free throws, leaving so many points on the board.
They make those. It's a 6-point game. And the whole bench is clapping with this defense chant right now.
They definitely fulfill the coach's wishes and getting hype on defense. It's exactly what Coach Gray wanted to have. Rodriguez 3, count it! They needed that.
Nice shot from Cruz Rodriguez, just square up on Isoje. Let it fire, let it fall.
Yoav Botzer bringing it up now on Banks. Got to get across half court though, he does.
2 seconds, 1.5 seconds to spare there.
Botzer looking for Silla, a turnover. Hawks with a little life now,
They
Caden.
do have life, only a 12-point game. Head coach Thomas Gray wants a timeout. He felt what we were feeling. He's going to try and slow down any momentum Hillsborough Community College has right now.
And we'll keep you here with 8 seconds left to go before the next media timeout. We talked about it the last timeout, Caden, how they need to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. How do you grade their performance in the last 4?
Well, they're not really getting it into the hands of their playmakers, but they're getting to the free throw line. If they could have just made those free throws, it is a very, very close game. 2 possessions right now, but they just cannot get free throws to fall. As far as getting it to their playmakers, I still haven't really seen any off-ball screens for Malik Banks or Austin White. They're both shooting it really well today. Just got to find a way to get them open and get them good looks.
And for how much we have critiqued Hillsborough's offense, we got to give a lot of credit to Eastern Florida State. Extending outside of the three-point line, making sure that no high-quality shots are taken off, and I think that's a big reason that we've seen the guests behind 12 here in Melbourne.
There is a reason why Eastern Florida State is ranked 11th in the country in points allowed per game. Second in the conference in that regard, but they play tough defense. And throughout this game, I've seen active hands throughout from Imandrick Erkins-Ford and Freddie Salam-Sila. They're always getting their hands up, they're getting their hands out, not allowing what should be simple passes to be made just by their effort on the defensive end with their active hands.
If you're just now joining us, I'm Jake Stoop alongside Caden Schmidt. 4:08 left to go on the campus of Eastern Florida State College. The Hillsborough Hawks coming in down 12. With just a little bit left to go to try to punch this lead in half at least. Austin White now working on Chandler Watts, top of the key.
Watts is going to be someone that's not going to give Austin White a lot of space.
White feeds Banks, jumper just short. Rodriguez fighting for it. Watts, one-on-one in transition on White. Puts it up, throw down jam, all over Banks.
Euro step slam?
3 ball just left. Erkins-Ford rebound, another transition break. Watts fouled by Mo Basher.
My jaw is still on the floor, Jake. I need to go pick that up real quick. My goodness, a Euro step poster slam?
That's his 3rd throwdown of the night.
Look at the bench's reaction,
They're
man.
going
They
crazy.
cannot believe it. Gavin Murphy giving him the crown.
Come back if you want some more throwdowns. Hopefully we get some from Chandler Watts. The home team up 14 with 3:28 left to go.
Eastern Florida State College has a 2-year aerospace technology degree. We are the only school in the state of Florida that offers this degree. The program is taught by industry professionals. All of the instructors are currently employed or previously employed at NASA. The program manager was part of NASA for 35 years. So you're not getting just somebody that has a degree that's teaching you stuff about aerospace. You're learning from people that actually worked in the aerospace field or currently working in the aerospace field.
Chandler Watts at the line attempting to, I believe, did he get fouled there? Is this an and one opportunity?
I believe so, yes. I did see the referee go over to the scorer's table during that media timeout.
And it falls, so they did get the foul. I remember they fouled Watts at half court before that break.
Right. I just, after that dunk, my mind went
lost
numb for a second. But Chandler Watts trying to tie Erkins Ford with the team lead here. It's 14 points right now.
Knocks it down, shooter's touch. Watts and Erkins Ford combined for 30 tonight. Malik Banks finds Rodriguez, working on Ford. Puts up the three from the corner, just rattles in and out, rebound Silla.
Eastern Florida did a good job boxing out there. They just kind of left the hoop, but ended up corralling the rebound anyway.
Salam Silla trying to find Acevedo Arroyo. Turnover again. Thomas Gray is not happy.
Yeah, telling him to slow it down. No reason to try and make that extra pass. Another miscommunication from the Titans.
And the Hawks got to get going here. 3 minutes to go, down 16. Malik Banks, step back three. That was a laser, just short. All air there for Banks.
Kind of looked like it slipped out of his hands. Like as soon as he shot it, looked like that wasn't exactly what he was looking for there.
Confused on if we've got a timeout on the floor or not. The Hawks are all the way at the bench.
The referee is saying go to your benches.
I've not seen a timeout signal. We've got 3 left to go in this back half. Home team up 16. Chandler Watts with 15. Erkins Ford with 15. Freddie Salam Silla, 3 threes, 1 free throw, and 1 2. He's got 12.
Also has at least 8 rebounds. Close to that double-double.
Been very impressed with him today. Again, the majority of his points coming from downtown. Did not expect that. Only a 26 3-point % shooter.
Likes to shoot him. It's about 1 a game. Just doesn't fall as much, but tonight he's got it going. And nothing to complain about there. Nothing to complain about for head coach Thomas Gray right now with a 60-44 lead.
And in the pregame prep, I was shocked at Eastern Florida State's leading assist man is Corey Calker, and he's got under 4. So I didn't expect to see much passing today, but overall, for Eastern Florida State, they've played well, passing the ball around the 3-point line, trying to open up looks inside. Very impressed here with Thomas Gray's team, Caden.
I agree completely. I definitely see why they're 24th ranked in the country, sitting at 16-3.
Corey Calker, foul on the outside. That one goes to Dominic Sasso Jr.
Fouls on number 14, Dominic Sasso Jr., his first.
And that time coming out with a 2-1-2 zone defense, pressuring at half court, trying to get some action here under 3.
We saw them switch in and out of a couple different zone defenses. Saw that 2-3 earlier, now that 2-1-2 also playing man. So head coach Dominique Coleman trying to figure it out, but not a lot of time left in this one, but these two teams do meet one more time this season on March 1st.
Austin White only with 1 personal foul. The leading scorer for this team is out of the game in crunch time, and this one stays with Eastern Florida State. The Hawks trying to argue their case that it should be their ball, but the good hustle there by Erkins Ford after the free throw keeps the ball at Eastern Florida State side. Mondrake Erkins Ford sizing up Sasso Jr. Not looking to score though. Corey Calker, Acevedo Arroyo looking inside, gotta get out of the lane. Corey Calker floater, oh yeah, that's all nylon.
It's a nice, easy, calm little finish for Corey Calker. Drive right in, though. Floater gets it to fall.
Mo Basher, step back 3, no. Thought he was gonna put that one up. Drive in, left hand, kiss off the glass for Bavaro.
That is a tough finish from Nico Bavaro. His left arm all the way extended out wide.
Silla trapped at half court, steps through it. Rodriguez with the steal. Mo Basher thought about the three, got fouled by Acevedo Arroyo, so he'll go to the line for 2 shots, 10 team fouls.
Foul on number 3, Gabriel Arroyo, his second. Team's 10.
And Caden, as we're rounding out this second half, looks like we're pretty confident Eastern Florida State's going to get the win. Approaching the postseason just in 6 weeks now, what do you think Coach Thomas Gray can take away from this performance?
Take away from this performance, first of all, he has a very good defense. Very, very good defense, and he's putting his players in positions to succeed on that defensive end. Really, one thing I would say has to improve for this Eastern Florida State team is some more three-point shooting. Freddie Salam Silla has knocked some down today, and usually Felipe Patino is a shooter. Hasn't got too many shots up, but definitely
missed both, man. Both free throws, no good from the charity stripe.
That's been the story for Hillsborough coming into this one.
Amondrake Erkins Ford. That one's in. Rodriguez goes up, right hand, yes.
That is a nice finish. But Jake, if I'm Coach Dominique Coleman, I'm gonna have my team practicing free throws.
Acevedo Arroyo, now Chandler Watts, and the Titans trying to close this one out here in Melbourne. Corey Calker knifing through the defense just to set this one back up. Felipe Patino, corner, Acevedo Arroyo ices it from the corner. Titans up 19.
The bench is loving it. Gavin Murphy doing the windmill on the bench.
Corner 3 off the iron. Rebound goes to Acevedo Arroyo. 45 seconds to go, and the Titans gonna end up with this win. Fantastic day today.
What a performance from this Eastern Florida State defense. See if they can hold them under 50 here on this last possession, but just incredible effort.
Rodriguez in transition. Banks now, left hand, yes.
Nice finish.
Molly Banks.
Good garbage time for the Hawks.
So I'm at 49, and this gives 50, excuse me. This gives the Titans a chance to dribble it out now, Jake.
Coach Gray calling for no shot with just 12 to go. And the Eastern Florida State Titans moving to 17 wins now on the year. Chandler Watts, Amondrake Erkins Ford, huge days combining for 34 points. And Coach Thomas Gray ends this one with a win.
What a performance tonight from Eastern Florida State. Starting off with Amondrake Erkins Ford, 19 points. Was doing it on both ends, saw some nice blocks. And especially that one possession where he got that block, ran the floor for the and one. That about summed up the entire game for Erkins Ford tonight. He was Ford tough, shall I say. Freddie Salam Silla as well, adding 12 and 8. Can't forget Chandler Watts, 15 with, 4 explosive slams? Great all-around performance from Eastern Florida today. What a game, Jake. What a game.
It was a great game. 2 call, 67-50 is your final here from the Titan Arena. Again, some crucial stats here. Felipe Patino, the Memphis commit, 5 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. But right now, we've got Jordan down there with Coach Thomas Gray and his thoughts on this win.
Hey, Coach, your defense has been significant all year. How has this defense been so impressive?
Well, it's all about just individual efforts and just obviously those individual efforts coming together as 5 guys defending as one. I think, you know, the one thing about our defense, especially tonight, I thought we were really connected. I thought we were connected with talk. I thought we communicated at a really high level. We always talk to our guys about you can always hear a great team And I thought tonight you heard us. I thought our ball screen coverage for the most part was really good. I thought we communicated well on switches. And really just the times where they scored, it was where we didn't have 5 guys set in defensively, whether it was off a live ball turnover or a loose 50-50 ball like we talked about at halftime. But really impressed with just individual efforts coming together collectively.
Now you have won the last 10 out of 11 games and are 6-1 in conference play. What does this win mean for your team?
It's a huge win. We got a lot of respect for Hillsborough and the job they do. They have really good players. They have guys that can shoot the ball. Obviously Austin White, number 12, is leading our conference in three-point field goal percentage and makes per game. He's the 4th leading scorer in the state of Florida. And so we have utmost respect for those guys. So any time that we can walk away with a win against a team like that, we're excited.
And you're looking forward to your next game against Polk State. What will you guys need to adjust before heading into that matchup?
Yeah, I think just the play of our bench. I mean, we have really good players, on the bench, and I thought our bench, when we go back and we watch the film, I don't think that they played up to their standard because, the great thing about our team is we have depth. I think we have just as good of players coming off the bench as we do starting the game. Tonight, I don't necessarily. We'll go back and we'll evaluate the film, but I don't think that they brought their best. And so I think, for us to really get to where we want to go, it's our 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guy, like 10th man, like they've got to play a little bit better and just bring a little bit more energy on the defensive end than they did. I thought when they went in the game, I thought there was a little drop defensively. And so if we can get them right, any game that we play, I like our chances.
Well, thank you, Coach, and congratulations on this win.
Thank you so much.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jordan. Great job down there on our post-game interview with head coach Thomas Gray in his first year as the Eastern Florida State head coach. And got to start out with what he started out with, the defense. Really his only complaints he said really some of the only times Hillsborough scored was when all of his guys weren't set. And it's interesting to hear him there at the end mention he expects more out of his bench guys on the defensive end specifically. And I can't lie, Jake, if he expects more out of his bench guys and they're still holding teams to 50 points that usually average 83.5, this is going to be a scary team.
And he's doing something right. And I think my main takeaway from today is the fact that guys like Felipe Patino can have an off-scoring night where he's not putting up as many shots, and they can still win by double digits. As he said, Coach Gray, the depth on this team is immaculate. A bunch of guys can get a lot done on the offensive end.
Yes, they can. I just want to give one more thank you to the Full Sail University, the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting, and Eastern Florida State College for allowing Jake, myself, and Jordan to come out and get a chance to call these games. We're very grateful, and thank you, Christine, for this opportunity once again.
Thank you so much to Eastern Florida State College on behalf of my partner Caden Schmidt, our sideline reporter Jordan Osborne, Mike Zanetti on the stats. I'm Jake Stu. Eastern Florida State wins by 17.